1987 Pontiac. Buy or lease and get up to $1,200 cash back, depending on model and equipment. Just take actual retail delivery from dealer stock by April 30th and get up to $1,200 cash back. Plus, every 1987 Pontiac comes with a 6-year, 60,000-mile warranty for high-performance excitement. See your Pontiac Pace Setters.
This is my mom. And if everything I say about the four-wheel drive Isuzu Trooper 2 isn't true, may she be struck by lightning. It can carry a symphony orchestra or every book in the Library of Congress. And the nice part is the Trooper 2 starts at just $10.80. You have my mom's word on it. Mom?
For a great value, see the four-wheel drive Trooper 2 at your neighborhood Isuzu dealer today.
Why sit in the doldrums when you can ride the crest? Get the Atlantic difference. 8% on your money market, guaranteed for 2 months. Call 1-800-4-ATLANTIC and make more money with Atlantic's money market. 8% guaranteed for 2 months. Visit a branch or call Atlantic for an 8% money market. Atlantic Financial.
Tomorrow night.
Kevin's been in a prison camp for 6 years.
I always thought you'd be the man I'd end up with.
Its time has passed. There is not going to be a revolution in America.
I gotta see my kids.
As far as you're concerned, they might as well be dead.
I love you.
I just want to live in America.
You're under arrest. If I could understand this man, I could understand America.
Tomorrow night, the saga continues. America.
Wednesday.
What are you guys doing over here?
Trying to look cool.
Perfect strangers.
Hang around. Drag a friend along. He'll love these Wendy's big classics for just 99 cents. But you'd better shake a leg. You're running out of time. Big classic hamburgers for just 99 cents at Wendy's.
For years, people have been asking for one thing in a mushroom soup.
More, more, more.
So we invented new chunky, creamy mushrooms.
More, more, more. More, more, more.
With pieces of mushrooms big enough to eat with a fork.
More, more, more. More, more, more.
Real cream, real butter.
More, more, more.
Even a touch of sherry wine.
You can expect more from new chunky creamy mushroom and creamy chicken with mushrooms. The soups that eat like a meal.
The Big Business of Comedy Clubs, Tuesday night at 11.
America, 1997. After 10 years of Soviet occupation, 10 years without freedom in a land called America.
He's a damn traitor. And anybody living in this house had better not forget it.
I hate what happened to him. But I love you.
I want to see my dad.
It could be bad for us.
There are men in the Kremlin. They would feel much more comfortable if America were crushed by an iron fist.
All you have to do to be safe is jump in bed.
How the hell would you know?
Why do you wish to help us? I want to help my country. There is no country.
Tonight, America, presented by Maxwell House. It's coffee made our way. And Northwestern Mutual Life, the quiet company, where actions speak louder than words.
No diet in the world will help you lose weight until you do one thing: control your appetite.
Everything's a lot easier with Dexatrim. I'm not hungry, so I lose weight.
Dexatrim. You can't buy a stronger appetite control formula without a prescription. Just one capsule works all day to help you lose weight.
With other diets, I was hungry. With Dexatrim, I wasn't hungry, and I lost the weight I wanted to.
Extra strength Dexatrim. No diet capsule works harder to help you lose weight.
It began as a simple test to see what hundreds of business people preferred. Long-distance calls made on the fiber optic lines of U.S. Sprint or calls made on AT&T's lines. Over 75% preferred the clarity of U.S. Sprint, and over 90% of them said they'd switch. That's not a test. That's a landslide. Call U.S. Sprint. We're building the first and only 100% fiber optic network clear across America.
The doctor said I could take Anacin 3 for my headaches.
Anacin 3 has the same aspirin-free acetaminophen that's in Tylenol tablets with no coating, but Anacin 3 adds a protective coating for easier swallowing.
Take 3, Anacin 3.
Also, Anacin 3 coated caplets.
My sister recommended Preparation H for my hemorrhoidal symptoms. Why should I listen to my sister? Because she's also a doctor.
In a national survey, 2 out of 3 doctors named Preparation H among the hemorrhoid remedies they recommended to their patients.
Doctors know best.
Hi, I'm Ed Lowe. Since I invented cat box filler in 1947, I've been improving it ever since. First, I added 2 deodorants to my kitty litter brand to control both kinds of odor. It's the only cat box filler that offers you this benefit. Now I've made it 99% dust-free for less tracking and better health for your cat. You might wonder what motivates a man like me. Simple. I love cats.
99% dust-free kitty litter brand leaves others in the dust.
think I'm a collaborator?
No. It just gets confusing sometimes, not knowing the difference.
There's no choice.
The other morning, there was a child in our yard, foraging like an animal, cold and hungry, in our yard. She ran off because of who I was. I was the wife of the county administrator. I was a threat, an enemy. I've lived in Milford all my life. Never really thought about whether it was pretty or really a nice place to live, or what made it that way. I'm afraid, Peter. I'd never been afraid like this before.
Devin?
Morning, Allie.
Oh, my biggest brother. I can't believe you're here. Oh, God, I look terrible. You're not supposed to see me like this. Go away. I'm sorry. I'm not quite prepared to face the world yet. Oh, what the hell? I mean, you don't look so great yourself now that I think about it. Where you been, in prison camp or something?
It's good to see you, Allie. You look good.
Yeah, oh yeah, now that is true. I really am looking good. No, I think I look more like hell. It comes from all this boozing and whoring. That was just a little homecoming joke. Will you sit down? Come on. Can I get you some coffee or anything? It's not really coffee, it's chicory. We make our own. You know, that was pretty funny. Well, I mean, you coming through that door and both of us looking at each other and not even knowing who the other one was. Well, I would say that's a hell of a comment on graceful aging, wouldn't you? So, where was it, Deb? What was it? I mean, all we got was rumors. Hey, you still in there, huh? Or did they get you? I gotta go clean up the bag.
Ellie?
Uh-huh.
Ellie, I saw the camp. The tents. Trailers. Are those the exiles?
Yeah, reverse homesteading. The advisory committee figures that country life and good hard work on the farm is really good for the soul. Well, Dad will give you a rundown later on. Listen, don't count on much from him. Well, listen, if you wanna go into town with me later, Ward usually runs us in. You know, gas for the cops and everything. You wanna do that? I'm so glad you're home. I didn't think I'd ever see you again, no? Oh. Oh. I'll be right back.
Hey, you did pretty good. Governor General?
It's going to be the good governor from Missouri. Good party member.
Go ahead, toss him in. Faithful Toady, eh?
Yeah. That's the new strip?
Yeah.
Looks a little bit like Monopoly mine, doesn't it?
Yeah, some ad agency in Chicago designed it. You know, stocks of corn, wheat. I've been looking for a 10-unit pig note.
Sure is homey, all right. How's the exchange program going?
Pretty well. Except for the exiles. They're being forced to turn in their dollars so they can get relief food and clothing. Some people have a love affair for the dollar.
Save your Confederate money.
Yeah, well, maybe it gives them hope. Thinking someday, you know.
Think it has anything to do with the money?
What do you mean?
Decentralization. Makes the area more powerful.
Countries print money.
Yep.
First, it just looks technical, but what are you going to do?
Use it.
A little early for the tourist season. Hello, I'm Amanda Bradford. I know who you are.
Can I help you?
Well, I don't know. I was just...
Never been out here before. I thought you'd like to see the way the scum... Now, what is it you call us? Squatters, Live?
No. I guess I just wanted to see if there was anything I could do to help.
What happened? The Junior League run out of projects?
You know, to be perfectly honest with you, I don't know what I'm doing here now. Maybe you're right. Maybe I should have come out sooner. But I'm here now. I don't know, maybe you should take advantage of that instead of trying to alienate me.
Fair enough. Welcome to America's Russian-inspired real-life animal park.
First, they just took the land. So we figured maybe it'd be all right. Then the exiles started coming. And they took our house. Betty's and mine. Lethia's, finally Gary's. And every damn building. Barn.
Yeah, but isn't it wonderful that we're able to
acres.
be all together under one roof, just the way our ancestors lived?
Had a whole batch of them come in here last summer. Their place is already overrun. They don't know the first damn thing about how to take care of themselves. They don't know how to dig a cesspool or a leach line. I had to keep them from going to the bathroom in the stream.
They're city people. Most of them good folks.
Well, if it's so damn good, what'd they do to get themselves sent here?
For the same reason as Devin. Most of them did something that the government didn't like. Now, we don't like the government either, right? But because they're forced on our land, suddenly they're the enemy, too?
Can't tell the enemy without a scorecard.
All I know is this county would be a hell of a lot better off without them. They steal grain from the elevators.
They're hungry, Ward.
They do get relief food and clothing. They sure know enough to tear down the trees.
You know, this is really, really great. We're getting mad because they're stripping live trees to keep warm, and you're sitting down at the bank burning old money.
That has nothing
That's
to
really
do with it.
I think it's time for the surprise.
Hey, Devo. Sound familiar? Nothing's changed, except I guess I've sort of taken your spot.
I just want to make sure the law's kept. Protect my own first. Keep things straight.
That sounds simple enough.
Welcome home to you. Welcome home to you. Welcome home, dear Devon. Welcome home to you.
How about almost everybody's glad you're home, Devo?
Better than my last vote count.
That's for sure.
Just gotta try to understand. He worked so hard for this land. All his life. When he lost it all, he blamed you. Hell, we used to produce 500,000 bushels of corn, 150,000 bushels of wheat. That filled 3 elevators. That's 250 railroad cars.
What about half the milk for Omaha?
Damn it! What the hell's the matter with you, Allie? Why do you have to do this?
Because we're not those Milfords anymore.
Yes, we are those Milfords.
No,
we just lost what we had.
If we've lost, think of the rest of the people in this country, what they've lost. What about their lives? What about Devin's? What has he lost, Ward? Devin's been in a prison camp for 6 years. In a prison camp. We sit around here mourning our past. We didn't lose. What did we lose? We lost what our forefathers built, not what we
Hey,
built.
don't say that. This man
Well,
worked
that's
all his
true.
life for this. We earned it, and maybe you didn't.
No,
maybe you had it
but
handed
look
to
at
you
us.
on a silver platter.
Look at us
We
all.
worked for it, and we earned it.
We're clinging to our last 50 acres here, our house.
That's right.
We're not doing anything about it. We're sitting here complaining. We've given up. We sit here peeking out the window at those awful squatters. Oh, my God, look. There's a hungry, cold squatter, and he's tinkling in our river. Well, hell, there goes the neighborhood.
What are you doing, Allie? What exactly are you doing to make it better? Because I'd like to know. You think drinking, getting drunk, and sleeping with that...
Stop it. Ward. You don't say one more word.
Well, I guess we're all just trying to get by the best we can. You know, I'm trying real hard not to hate the exiles or the Russians, and especially myself. I'm sorry, Tito. A hell of a homecoming party.
Dad? We're gonna have to talk sometime. Like it or not, I'm your son. And I don't think you understand what I was doing, what I did.
There ain't nothing about you that's mine. Ain't nothing about me that's yours. Let's just leave it that way.
Well, I don't want to leave it like that. I'd like to talk to you about it. I want to tell you what
You've been a part of something else for 20 years. Something that doesn't do us any good, hasn't done anybody any good.
I understand how you feel. But I respect you. I respect your life.
Do you? You lived your life like it didn't give a damn what I did. Me, or my father, or his either. There have been 3 generations of Milfords building up the land. What do you have to do with that? Every Milford I ever knew about was good, loyal Americans trying to build it up. You come back from Vietnam, tearing it down. Then you go off with some show-off thing against this new bunch. Only good it did was call a lot of attention to yourself.
I was trying to do the right thing. I was trying to stop them.
You lost the land. They say I gotta live with you, eat with you. Don't mean I gotta talk to you.
I'm the world's biggest skeptic. I was at my sister's house for the weekend, and I'm the first one up. And I'm dying for a cup of coffee, and she's out of milk. All I can find is Coffee Mate. I'm skeptical, but without my morning coffee, I don't function. Turns out I had one of the best cups of coffee ever. Rich and creamy. So good, in fact, that by the time my sister woke up, I was on my third cup.
Coffee Mate from Carnation. Don't doubt it till you've tried it.
Flight 124, fly runway heading to 3000, right turns 270. You are cleared for takeoff.
Introducing DuPont Certified Stainmaster Carpet. Stainmaster gives you a revolutionary new level of protection against stains and spills that's better than any other carpet you can buy today. Because you never know.
Start your engine!
New Stainmaster from DuPont Carpet Fibers.
If you think the two best-selling spray cleaners are alike, you're in for a big surprise. There's really a big difference. One's been improved by adding a powerful, fast-acting grease dissolver that no other spray has. New, improved Formula 409 spray cleaner. Big difference, big improvement.
This is the land I love. From the gentle rolling valleys to the mountains high above. The fruit of this earth is the sweetest a man can grow. Goodness, I will always treasure your pleasure. Pure pleasure from dawn.
Make 'em laugh, make 'em laugh. Don't you know everyone wants to laugh? My dad said, be an actor, my son. But be a comical one, they'll be standing in lines for those old honky-tonk monkey shines. Oh, you could study Shakespeare and be quite elite. And you could charm the critics and have nothing to eat. Just step on a banana, fill the world at your feet. Make 'em laugh, make 'em laugh, make 'em laugh.
Go ahead. Make me laugh.
Just my luck. Finally get you prone, and I'm facing the wrong way.
I was just heading out the door. It's a very difficult time when your child becomes sexually active. I know I'm not looking forward to it.
The best comedies every week on ABC.
Hi. What are you doing?
Nothing. Don't you ever knock?
Where?
What? These are mine. You don't have any right to touch my stuff.
Where did you get these? How long have you had these?
It's my father.
He almost destroyed our life.
Just because he fought against some of your friends.
Stop it. Stop it right now.
You're not the boss of everything. I want to see my dad.
Get out of the question.
You can't stop me. I can be with my dad if I want.
No, you can't. He's an exile. You've had no schooling, no privilege.
I don't care.
Which I've been able to create
Don't
in
care.
spite of your father.
That's a laugh. You just screwed some Russian general in Washington. Think I'm stupid? Everybody at school knows how you school.
Stop it!
Hi, Kay.
William! William! Caleb. Yeah, it's all right, sweetheart. Billy's upset. He,
I've chosen to announce my candidacy here at this memorial to those who died in Vietnam because until recent events, it was the worst thing to happen in my lifetime. And I think the worst thing to happen to America. It somehow struck the core of our perception of ourselves as a people. Many of us lost our faith in the vision of the country. I fought in the Vietnam War and against it. and against injustices in our society. I've been highly critical of what I consider to be the hypocrisy, self-deception, the immorality of some of our national policies. But now something's happened. For the first time in our history, we've been overpowered by a foreign nation. There are those who say it's an opportunity to correct some of the wrongs in our society. Well, as one who has fought for equality in this society, I'll tell you, my struggle was not so that we could all be equally enslaved. No, we're not all in prison camps. We're not all beaten down by an occupying army with tanks on every corner. But we don't need troops to tell us we've lost our vision. We don't need Soviet advisors to prove that we've lost our national purpose. Americans have allowed themselves to become immobilized by their own selfish concerns. Immobilized by a lack of understanding of the freedom secured by our forefathers, into which most of us were born, and now lost. I've come before you today to ask for your support in an effort to regain our freedom. The battle will be long and hard. There are those of us who will not see its end. If the dream of democracy cannot survive in America, it cannot survive the 20th century.
He's touched you.
I don't know.
You're American. What is he touching you?
Never thought of myself as an American. You know, patriotic or anything. I always just thought of myself as me. I mean, America was where I lived. I mean, of course I was an American, but it was just there. It was nothing I had to think about.
Yet you do outlaw theater. Isn't that patriotic in some way?
Guess I don't think of it that way.
Why do you do it then?
Maybe because you control everything.
Willfulness.
Independence.
Is that what he's talking about?
I don't know.
Would you follow him?
Not sure. He makes me feel different. Kind of like you. But you're Russian.
What about Peter Bradford?
Well, he's a nice man. I mean, I guess he's somebody I wish my father had been. Somebody always trying to do the right thing. He makes me feel safe. Devin Milford doesn't make me feel safe. I don't want to play this game anymore.
It isn't a game. This man spent 6 years in a prison camp because we were afraid of what effect he would have on people. And I wish I could understand what it is about him.
You control everything. What difference does it make?
You Americans, you're such a mystery to everyone but yourselves. If I could understand this man, I could understand America.
What was it, Daddy? A deal? Reinstated if I don't see Justin?
Honey, that's not fair.
You bet it isn't fair. Just a second!
You got reinstated because you deserved it.
Just a second!
What if they just sit inside and talk? They wouldn't be going out. If they want to see each other, we're not going to be able to stop.
Justin!
Peter.
This is my house. Jacqueline is my daughter. You've got 15 minutes.
Hi, Justin. You're letting the cold in.
We've got to stay here.
So does in the ice now.
For God's sake, Justin, come on in. Come on in.
What the hell is this? Your parents tell you everything you gotta do?
Daddy's just being fun. Come on in. Take off your coat and stay a while. You've got 15 minutes. What do you say we make love?
When my uncle came home, was wasted. Blew him out. Maybe they even did a lobotomy or something. I don't know. I've got to do something. Look, we can make it to Wyoming. I've got it routed and everything. In a week, we'd be safe up in the Rockies. If I stay around here, the best I can hope for is some, well, I don't know what, a job as a laborer? Same for you. Or you said so yourself. Well, this is our chance. And the longer we wait, the less likely we'll ever do anything.
I got reinstated to the area dance company.
Your old man fixed it?
You said yourself I deserved it.
You're buying it? And you're buying it. First, they tell you you're not good enough.
I am good.
And you're depressed.
You don't know.
And they tell you are good. And you're ready to buy into the whole damn
I am
scam.
good.
It's not about being good. It's about being one of them.
No, it is about being good. And if you don't understand that, then you don't understand anything, and you don't understand me.
Yes, I don't.
Justin! Justin. I love you.
Okay, life insurance. Whose policies have made more money? Oh, the top company. Northwestern Mutual Life. So who was number 1 in 85? Huh? Okay, 5 years ago. 10, 20, 50. Wow. If they've done that well in the past, who should I buy from in the future? Guess I didn't need a computer to figure that out. I'll give one of their agents a call.
Would you believe that eating chocolate gives me the same feeling as being in love? It's true, but don't tell my boyfriend. You see, lately I've been spending a lot of time with my latest obsession. New Double Dutch chocolate from General Foods International Coffees. An inspired blending of rich, luxurious chocolate and smooth coffee that satisfies my innermost cravings anytime I want it to. Sorry, Michael.
New Double Dutch chocolate, the incredibly chocolate coffee.
What mascara looks spectacular on? That shrugs off water, but not soap and water? Clean Lash Mascara by CoverGirl. What laughs at tears, but dissolves in soap and water? Clean Lash by CoverGirl. What gives you big, beautiful lashes that last and last? Clean Lash, the waterproof mascara that's soap and water washable.
It's everything you want, all in one.
Clean Lash Mascara, only from CoverGirl.
Oh, wow, does that pizza smell good?
My nose wouldn't know. It's too stuffed.
Have a Halls.
Halls Vapor Action penetrates deep to help your stuffy nose feel clearer, while Halls soothes your cough.
Halls Vapor Action works.
Now let's work on some pizza.
Give me sickness, that with flavor. See how skinny, taste how fat.
Picklets gum gives you 9 slim sticks instead of 7 wide ones in a regular pack.
See how skinny, taste how fat.
It's Hardy again, Harry.
Are you keeping a chart now? Harry, I know you've been playing gin with Mr. Meadows.
I do recall a nice friendly game of cards with Mr. Meadows.
Harry, you're bilked him out of $650.
Sir, the man couldn't remember the cards. He couldn't remember the cards. And if he can't remember the cards, he's certainly not going to remember the $650.
Hi, Harry.
Hi, Sandy.
Is it too late to get in on the kidney stone pool?
Well, technically, we closed it last night. But for you, Bobby, you got the sheet?
Alan Arkin is Harry, coming to ABC in March.
Why do you bother with me?
I love you.
You don't know me. You just want to love an American. Doesn't matter what I really am or who I am.
Why do you love me?
God, you are arrogant, aren't you? I mean, maybe I don't love you at all. Maybe I'm just using you. Your position. Maybe you can help my career. Maybe I'm part of some crazy resistance movement, and I'm waiting for just the right time to kill you.
In the middle of lovemaking?
Yes.
Sometimes I think you don't know what it means to really love someone.
When will you be back?
A few days, a week.
Have you decided?
Yes, it's a nice man from Milford, Peter Bradford.
Not the one who just got out of prison.
No. No, I'm afraid he's a piece of the past.
You're a music lover?
No, I'm sorry.
Get you, Vic.
Yes, I'm back. That's why you can hear my voice. What a silly question.
Who's that?
Who knows?
Sorry I disturbed you.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Come on in here.
voted for you. It's amazing how good people just never seem single-minded enough or ruthless enough to survive. I mean, the history of communism is filled with men with good intentions who couldn't survive the simplest struggle for power.
The history of communism?
Yes, and we, America, is now part of the history of communism. Interesting way to think of it, wouldn't you say?
They would have been better off in East Germany.
Yes, yes, yes. It's one of life's little jokes.
At least there we grew up in it.
Yeah, we grew up, but we didn't stay. We didn't stay, Gerda. Maybe we are just meant to be outsiders. A little bit like you. And you were a congressman from the Massachusetts. I used to follow your ideas. I even read that book you wrote. Oh, interesting experience, huh? But somewhat simplistic, a little bit overstated. But lieber Gott, that's just the difference between the American experience and us Europeans.
You're a musician.
I used to be first chair with the New York Philharmonic. We were exposed by a friend who wanted to be first chair.
Exposed?
We had escaped from the DDR. We were people of no consequence, but just revenge.
Opportunism. Opportunism.
Opportunism, a fact of life. Even in America. And you do not think you were betrayed?
No. No one was ready.
Ah, yes. The people. Took the easy way out again, did they?
I'm sorry. I've got to go.
Oh, forgive me. I had no intention to be rude.
Thank you.
Please have a cookie. You expected something else?
Well, I guess I'll...
Keep these. I'll be back in a minute. Amanda? Devin. Milford.
I know. Devin, of course I know. God, what is wrong? I was going to ask you how you are.
Just like you did in high school. I recognized your hair. The way you hold your head, walking with that little girl.
So you never heard from Marion and the kids? Nothing?
Only the divorce papers. They wouldn't allow any communication in or out.
Devin? Does it matter to you what happened to them?
They're all that matters.
Well, then why are you here?
Because I don't want to go to them like this.
Well, but it doesn't matter. I mean, to the kids, it doesn't matter.
I don't know who I am anymore. I'm not...
Let people help you. Do you remember in college when you and Peter came back from Vietnam? You were so full of rage. See, I always thought you'd be the man I'd end up with. But you frightened me. Remember what you said? If you can't take the edge, forget me. So I did. I married Peter. Because I didn't want to live on the edge. But I can't avoid it anymore. It's come to Milford. I don't have a choice anymore. And after everything you've been through, you don't either. I've told myself 100 times how disruptive you were. Always stirring things up. Never satisfied. That there must be something wrong with you. I was glad I didn't love you.
For the fourth straight year, Volkswagen is the best-selling European car line in the U.S. The Volkswagen Golf is the best-selling car in all of Europe. And the Volkswagen Jetta is the best-selling European nameplate in the U.S. When you're hot, you're hot. That's why it's possible for your participating dealer to give you air conditioning at no extra charge. A savings of $740 on select Golf GLs and Jettas. See your Volkswagen dealer soon. Otherwise, you could be left out in the cold.
This is just a flat old tater chip. It's just flat. It's just tater. It's just an old chip, but not this. Is a new Cajun spice ruffle potato chip. Look at them ridges full of cayenne pepper, onion, garlic, paprika. Oh, this is Cajun spice. Ain't nothing flat about it.
Try new Cajun Spice Ruffles brand potato chips with a feisty, spicy bite in every crunch. It's the new taste that won't leave you flat.
Oh, boy, they want them without guarantee.
Introducing Vaseline Intensive Care Moisturizing Foam Bath. Escape into velvety softness. And just when you think it's over, the softness lingers from Vaseline Intensive Care.
Mommy can't get Chris a softer, safer swab than Q-tips. Because Q-tips has 50% more cotton at the tip. Isn't that a good feeling?
Q-tips, a swab by any other name, just isn't the same.
We belong together. We're a part of one big family, growing together, living side by side in harmony. We've come such a long way, sharing memories. We belong together, together on Channel 6.
Hi, I'm Joan London. Tomorrow, our Unsolved Mystery Series continues with the Cullen Davis case. Special correspondent Mike Connors tells a story involving Texas millions and murders. And find out which orange juice is rated the best by Consumer Reports, plus Justine Bateman tomorrow on Good Morning America.
America will continue in a moment. An ABC News Brief brought to you by the fun ships of Carnival Cruise Lines. Now from Washington, Carol Simpson.
Good evening. Before hundreds of delegates from 80 nations, Soviet leader Gorbachev told an international peace forum that the process of democratization in his country is irreversible. And he said the Kremlin has adopted a new approach to human rights. In the audience, sometimes applauding Andrei Sakharov, the leading dissident in Russia, freed from internal exile 2 months ago. Later on Nightline, a sometimes predictable, sometimes charming look at Soviet television. Now this.
On your next vacation, take a 3, 4, or 7-day cruise on Carnival, the most popular cruise line in the world. 'Cause Carnival's got the fun.
Adolfo Calero, the most powerful of the Contra leaders, resigned his political post but remains commander of the largest group of rebels. More news later.
The new front-wheel drive Hyundai Excel was designed by the same man who designed this Maserati. But they are a little different. The Excel has room for 3 more passengers. It's more economical, and it costs about $40,000 less. It's only $49.95. Of course, the Hyundai Excel doesn't go quite as fast as a Maserati, but in the long run, that may save you even more money. Hyundai. Cars that make sense.
Sending a letter overnight was once a prerogative reserved only for the very rich and the very wasteful. Now, with the UPS Next Day Air letter, everyone can send a letter overnight. At a paltry $8.50, you may think of it as the overnight letter for the very smart and the very frugal. UPS, we run the tightest ship in the shipping business.
This is Jim Gardner from Action News. I'm returning the senator's call. I'm assuming he wants to talk about...
Just came in. They found a toxic waste leak.
Okay, how fast can we get a crew there? That's a good point. I'm going to call someone I know on the inside, and maybe we can get to...
We need more specifics about the chemicals actually buried there.
All right, guys, dinner is served.
I ordered the chicken Kiev.
Chicken Kiev? Chicken salad. But the big story on Action News tonight is a crisis over toxic waste. Good broadcast, guys. See you tomorrow. Have a good one. Yeah, this is Jim Gardner. We're doing a follow-up on this toxic waste story, and we need confirmation.
Dave Roberts with AccuWeather tonight at 11.
He was our guide. He was our leader. In our time of peril, he led us to safety. Now, in his name, for the needs of the people.
He doesn't know anything about what's happened with Marion. He thinks she and the kids are somewhere in Boston or Washington.
Maybe that's best.
You mean best for everybody else?
Well, think about it.
A lobotomized Devin Milford's better than an active, troublemaking Devin Milford, right?
That's right. His time has passed. There is not going to be a revolution in America.
I can't believe I'm hearing you say this.
Think you made the wrong choice?
Climaxing with parades and celebrations in...
What are they talking about?
Who knows? A lot of political junk. They're all gorks.
Hey, when I get elected area governor general, is that going to make me a gork?
Hey, Dad, if you're a gork, you're a gork. Live it.
What's the Continental Congress?
The United States was formed. Continental Congress meant to determine what the form of it was going to be. So there were those who favored a strong central government. These were called the Federalists.
Okay, that's enough, guy. You go into such detail. It makes me sorry I asked.
What are they talking about?
I don't know, something about a third Continental Congress or something to make America more up to date.
How do you feel about that?
Doesn't matter to me.
Across America, in every corner of the nation, a new day has dawned. After more than 2 centuries